Lethal Weapon 4 is a film I never liked over the years simply because of the story that it has. And in my opinion, this is without question the worst film in the franchise. My goodness, what in the world happened to this franchise? I remember the first two entries in this movie series was very compelling and engaging, but by the time we got to the fourth film, it was the worst film of them all. I really have to say that as far as the story of this fourth film, it could have been better. You see, the story in Lethal Weapon 4 is that Martin and Roger, they've been partners for a long time, obviously. They even get promoted to captains in the early part of the film. They have to deal with Chinese gangsters. And their leader is Wan Sang-koo, played by Jet Li. Interesting thing, this was Jet Li's first American movie he ever did. But my goodness, everything about this film just screams horrible. From the acting to the script to the story. Even the music is not that compelling. And I have to say, I was thoroughly bored with this film. It's a film that I rather had forgotten about. But rewatching it for this review, it reminded me of how much I really had despised this film over the years. It's just that I wish they wouldn't have made a fourth film because what was wrong with just ending this franchise on the third movie? Nonetheless, though, at the end of the day, this is a film that is not only horrible, it's a straight up dumpster fire. There's only two things I had really liked about this movie. The chemistry for the fourth time between Dan Glover and Mel Gibson, it was great. That chemistry always been great in these four films, and you can't deny that. And of course, Jet Li's martial art fighting in this film is cool to look at, but it's nowhere near enough to save this film. Chris Rock's in this movie playing Detective Lee Butters. I was like, all right, he's, not great. And then you have Joe Pesci once again playing Leo Getz. And you know what's interesting? He actually was nominated for a Razzie Award. That's how uninteresting his character really is. He was tolerable in the second film, but after that, his character just got worse and worse. And speaking of which, why in the hell is Roger Marta getting disrespected in this movie? Seriously, in the beginning of this film, he does a damn chicken dance. What the hell is that? I was saying to myself, man, how far this franchise has fallen. This is what happens when you put a script together, right? And you make it seem it's going to be good, but then to the general audience, a lot of people like this film, others will not. And, I never liked this movie. It's terrible for so many reasons. Like, it was one thing to, have the beginning of this franchise start off dark and serious, but then it turned like friendly. Yeah, this film is rated R, but I kind of felt like it's much lighter tone compared to the first two entries. Still, though, this is a film I really don't like, and at the end of the day, it just could have been so much better than what it turned out to be. I'm giving this film a 4 out of 10. It's a damn shame. This film probably could have been something interesting, but it turned to be a movie that disrespects the characters. The plot doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And they only did this to make money because this film made over $200 million dollars way back in 1998. And I have to say, as a guy who loves to watch movies, this film right here, it just doesn't do it for me. And Renee Russell doesn't have really anything interesting to do in this movie anyway. Nonetheless, this entire film is pretty forgivable in my opinion. And that's my review of Lethal Weapon 4. Okay, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this film. In fact, what is your ranking on this franchise from worst to best? And speaking of this franchise, there have been talks of Lethal Weapon 5. And I'm hoping it doesn't happen because we don't need to see two old men trying to be action heroes. That is a bad thing altogether. Alright, this is Slim Guy 172 saying, peace out.
I call you, but you could not.